This is Jason Mast on Teach Me Tuesday with the big insider secrets. I am super glad to be here today because today we're actually going to be talking about, this is a two-part series. So I'm going to go through this with you today and I'm going to lay down kind of the basics of it. And then next Tuesday, I'm going to give you an actual update on how this, how it actually pays off for you. So what we're going to talk about today is a way for you to earn an additional $400 to $1,000. Really, the choice is yours. How much do you want to make? Now, I have not had any contact with anybody that's making more than $1,200 to $1,500 a week, but on average, I'm hearing the $400 to $1,000 range. That's why I included it in the title today. So what we're talking about here is actually something that I have a huge passion for. I absolutely love doing this, and I hope that I'll be able to share it with you, and you can have some passion and love in it as well, and make a few extra bucks in the meantime. But before I get into that, let me explain a little bit about what I've been doing lately. Some of you know this, some of you don't, but I'm guessing it was about probably 5 weeks ago or so. We got started in doing some volunteer work around the neighborhood. Right now, there's a crazy virus going around. We got some stuff happening. And there's a lot of people in my neighborhood that either A, can't get out and about, or B, shouldn't be out and about. I live right near a retirement community. So I started volunteering, doing some local shopping, basically going to the grocery store saying, hey, I'm over here. Is there anything anybody needs? And I do a Facebook group. And then I advertised on Nextdoor that I'd be willing to do this as well. And I've been kind of doing some volunteer work, shopping. And then I got turned on to doing it for a local company here. So I started doing that. And that, honestly, the whole idea was to help out a little bit. The whole idea was to give back to the community, give when I could. And so I thought when I started, well, I'll pick up this and I'll do this a couple hours a day, give back to the community. What I discovered is this huge, crazy need that's going on right now. So we're amidst the coronavirus and the COVID-19 and the lockdown and all this fun stuff. And by the way, if you're watching this video like a year from now and that's totally irrelevant, that's awesome because it's still relevant to you. Right now, during this time, there's not a need for something like this for both income-wise as well as the need out in the street. I think the whole entire world has changed over the past 6 weeks. I literally think that things aren't going to go back to, quote, normal in a lot of ways. So I'm going to share with you today, after my volunteer experience, I actually was hired by a company to do it locally. And literally, we're working 12, 13, 14 hours a day. That's how big the need is for what we're doing right now. So I started looking into it for the average person, like who can do this and make a little extra cash on it. And there's a great tool out there. There's a very easy, simple to use tool. It's nationwide. You can really enjoy it and have some fun with it. And it's called Instacart. And I'm going to go ahead and post a link here to the Instacart in the chat window. So hopefully you guys all get that. So Instacart is a way for you to do one of two things. One, you can be a shopper. Two, you can shop. So as you can come on and you can say, I want food either delivered to me, or I want someone to go to the grocery store and shop it all for me, or go into the Costco and shop it all for me. I want them to wait in line, do all that sort of stuff and shop it all for me, get it ready. I'll drive up and pick it up. Or alternatively, you can have it delivered to your home. But the other side of that is that those people out there doing the shopping, like I did, volunteering, like I did end up started working doing it, this is an opportunity for you to do the same thing. If you love shopping like I do, like I really love shopping, you can ask my daughter. Like from an infant, we would go shopping. I would do all the clothes shopping, all the grocery shopping. I just love shopping. It's a fun thing for me. I really enjoy it. So this is a great opportunity if you have any desire to shop whatsoever. Now, if you're my ex-wife and you absolutely hate shopping, this is probably not an opportunity for you. But if you really enjoy shopping and really enjoy picking out like the good fruit and the ripe fruit and the the good firm green peppers and bell peppers. And if you like doing that kind of thing, if you like selecting quality meats and cheeses and things like this, this is a great opportunity because people are paying for the service. Now, on average, using as an Instacart shopper, on average, you're making about $20 to $25 per hour. Now, the nice part about Instacart is, unlike something like Uber or Lyft, see, you don't get a guaranteed rate in that. Uber Lyft is basically you're spending money driving around your car, and you're really hoping to get some good fares. And I know I've done Uber and Lyft, and I know what it's about. And I have friends that do it, and they do very well with it. But you're still out of pocket all that money as you're driving around and really hoping that there's some good fares. I've been in a situation where I've gone to events as a Lyft driver, and there's been no rides, like nobody's there. So on what they anticipate as a busy day, turns out to be a very slow day. So Uber and Lyft is great, but this is better because this one, you can get paid instantly. You can have it dropped into a Google Pay account. You can drop it into your bank account. You can drop it into PayPal, whatever you like. And the nice part about getting on average between $20 and $25 an hour. However, Instacart actually guarantees you a minimum of $10 an hour. So if you look at it and you say, hey, look, I'm going to work 10 hours a week, that's 100 hours. That's $100, right? That's super simple. It's guaranteed. But on average, if you work 10 hours a week, you're going to make $200. So if you work part-time, just 20 hours a week, which, by the way, during this time and this crisis, you could literally go shopping for 10 hours a day and still there'd be people needing more services than offering. So realistically, you could shop 2 days and make $400 a week on average, $20 an hour. So I highly recommend you check it out. So I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share real quick and just let you know from the consumer side of it, what's it like? So I'm going to go ahead and flip the screen on. So here we are, and what we're going to do is, this is actually how Instacart works. Basically, what you do to get started is you sign up, you go through this step-by-step video guide. It's really simple. You sign up, and then you choose your favorite grocery store. So if you want to depending on where you're in the world, if you like a Wiggly, or if you like a Kroger, or if you like a Fry's, or a Ralph's, or Safeway, or Vons, or Albertsons, whatever your favorites are. By the way, it also includes and Sam's Club. And I'm going to be telling you a little bit later about a really cool opportunity if you are actually shopping for people at Costco and Sam's Club. I'm going to share with you a really cool tip there. So what you do is you go in and you shop, and you can do this from your computer. You can do this from your phone, iPad, Android device. Doesn't really matter what device you're using to actually select the item. Now, this is getting delivered to you. So you can also then schedule a delivery, which is simple to do, and the groceries are delivered right to your door. Now, the other thing you can do is you can shop through Instacart and pick it up right at your store. That's a cool feature as well because you pay a little extra for the delivery. So this is something that's really, really cool. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to go right into the actual main thing. So my area is 85395. That's where I live. So Sam's Club is here. But if you come up here in stores, what you're going to see is a list of stores available in my neighborhood. Now, I live in Arizona. I live in Goodyear, Arizona. So these are the stores that are available for me in this zip code you can shop for. And the reason I want to show you this is because this is some powerful stuff. Food City, Safeway, Sprouts, Bash's'. Bash's' is a local company here. Smart and Final, Total. Yes, you can get alcohol delivered. And if you're 21 or over and you're delivering alcohol, you actually make more money delivering alcohol. Costco, CVS, Fry's, Sam's Club, Petco, Bevmo again, alcohol, Albertsons, and Target. Most of these, by the way, you can deliver alcohol from, except for the Petco. I'm not quite sure about that one. But if you are able to deliver alcohol, if you're 21 or over and you can purchase the alcohol, then you deliver the alcohol, and you actually make a little bit more money doing that. So this is set up right here for delivery. This means that you can go shopping. You can actually get right to your door. And if you go into pickup, Right now, the only services that are offered for pickup are the Sprouts Farmers Market. So what we recommend is to do this test it as an experience as a shopper. Like just order a few things, have it to you, so you know what it's like. Then we're going to go on to the delivery next. Now, the delivery is the cool part because if you, as a shopper, not as a consumer, but as a shopper, as you go ahead and order and get these orders and you go into these, I said earlier I was going to teach you a little trick. So if you go into Costco, for example, and you're shopping at Costco, again, this is all showing you it from the consumer standpoint. So as the consumer goes in and they add different items to their list, you get to go in and add your Costco membership because that's how you get in the door, right? So if you have an executive club membership, you get 2% back on all purchases at at Costco. So, and this also works at Sam's Club as well. So you can actually add your loyalty account into your membership number so that when you're shopping for somebody else. Now, when they're using their payment system, they're getting the 2 to 5% back their payment, but you're getting the rewards for actually being a Costco member and shopping. They're using your card to get in and shop. Very, very cool feature. So this is a way for you to earn a little extra money on top of it. Now, what I'm going to share with you is this, how to get started. So let me get out of this screen real quick. So how to get started with this. So I've included a link. Check it out, become a shopper, go out and shop for people. And this is a couple of steps you have to go through. So the first thing you're going to want to do, or you're going to have to do, you're going to have to take a picture of your driver's license, front and back. And you also have to take a picture of yourself. So when you first log in using the link I provide you, it's going to offer you the opportunity to download the app. Once you download the app, you have to do everything else on the app. While you're on the app, you're going to take a picture of your driver's license. You're going to take a picture of yourself, and you're going to upload that. You're going to agree to some terms and conditions and some things like this. And one of the things you're going to agree to is a background check. So they do 2 background checks. The first background check is your DMV record or your MVD record, basically your driver's record. They want to see if you're having accidents all the time. So they do that, and that actually is pretty quick. That comes back in probably about 12 hours. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to do a background check, which is a full-on background check. So as long as you haven't killed anybody, you should be okay. But they're going to do the background check. That takes a few days. So the reason I'm not sharing with you all of that information yet is because I have just started this process. I've gone through the background check for the DMV, the Motor Vehicle Department, and now I'm waiting for my background check to come back for the actual shopping part of it. So this is part 1 of part 2. So part 2 is going to be next Tuesday. I'm actually going to do this. I've downloaded the app. I've gone ahead and did a purchase. So I purchased myself. And now I'm going to go out and shop for other people as soon as my background check comes back. Now, it will come back okay because I actually am certified DOJ, DOD, and several others, fun stuff. I actually have an Arizona security clearance. So I'm going to be good with the background check. I'm not worried about that. But what I am doing is I want to share with you some real-time case studies, okay? Case studies that prove how it actually works. So what I'm going to do is document not only the hours I spend doing the shopping, but also the amount of money that I make doing it. So my plan is to shop at Costco and Sam's Club. That's my plan locally. I'm going to shop at Costco and Sam's Club, and I'm also going to pick a grocery store. So I'll probably pick a grocery store let me go back into the stores. I'll probably pick Fry's grocery store. They're close to me, and I'm very familiar with them. So I'll go ahead and I'll shop them. Now, the nice part about this is on the app itself. Now, I've done some research on this. On the app itself, it's really convenient because once you get to the store, the app knows you're there. It not only tells you what the product is, shows the picture so you can see the pictures here, but it also tells you exactly what row and aisle it's on. So it's a very fast shop. And I don't recommend you do like 20 or 30 different stores. Pick 1 or 2 that you're familiar with and do those to start off with. Again, Costco pays very well. Total Wine Store, Bevmo, Sam's Club, they pay very, very well. So I recommend you check those if you have a Costco club membership or have a Sam's Club membership, go there and start working there, because then you start learning that system pretty quickly. The one thing about Costco and Sam's Club is the items that they have in store change so frequently. Sometimes you have to go hunt for things because they move them around a little bit. But generally speaking, the layout is the same. You know where the food is, you know where the appliances are, you know where the gadgets are, you know, all that sort of stuff. So it's generally the same layout. You just have to come in and hunt and peck a little bit for certain particular items. So this is the case study. I'm doing it. I'm actually going to go out and shop for Instacart and make some money this week, and I will update you next week on exactly how much I make per hour. So it's not a random guess. The average, I've talked to a bunch of people about it. I've gotten a good feel for it, but I really want to know personally what it takes to work like maybe 10 hours a week and figure out exactly how much money I can make doing that. So I'm going to share with you that next week in part 2. I hope you come back, join me that. That's part 2 next Tuesday. Teach Me Tuesdays right here, Big Insider Secrets. I'm really happy to share this with you. I really, really am encouraged by this, because not only are you going to make a little cash in the process, but you're serving the community in such a huge way. This is something that is desperately needed right now. As I said, I'm doing this for a local company here, and they are literally hiring. They hired 33 people in the past 2 weeks to work 12 and 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, just to fulfill orders. That's incredible. That's how big a need this is. Now, why do I think this is going to be important in the future? Because there are a lot of people, let's face it, a lot of people who are, we'll call mature. They've been around for a while, and they're not super comfortable ordering things online. You know, they may have said even to you in the past, you know what, I don't have any reason to order online. I like going to the store. Now, because of this lockdown thing that's going on, it's pretty crazy, because the lockdown is forcing people to use technology in ways that have never been considered before. People who could never work remote are now working remote from home. You know, they're doing online meetings, they're doing online business proposals, they're doing online pitches. People are shopping from home now more often than ever. And this is an opportunity. I don't think it's going to go back to the way it was. I think that once people realize the convenience of being able to shop on your phone, hit a few buttons, go on your computer, hit a few buttons, and 2-3 hours later, your food shows up at your door, that's incredible. Amazon's been doing it for a long time. That's why Amazon Prime is so incredibly popular. That's why Target and everything else followed suit to mimic what Amazon was doing. So this is a trend. We're not talking about a fad. A fad is something that can go quickly, and you have to go figure out the new fad. This is a trend. If you watch the trends, online shopping has increased rapidly. During this coronavirus, we're now bringing in people who said they would never shop online. Never. So being a good shopper, if you have a passion for shopping and you have a passion for serving and helping other people, this is an opportunity for you to do that and make some money in the meantime. Brian Kelly's on right now talking about, he ordered from Instacart several days ago. This is a powerful, powerful statement, because the woman who delivered it said she'd been laid off for her full-time job. Actually, I got to tell you, Brian's an awesome guy. So on the app, you can tip, okay? You can tip somebody, like pre-tip them, like for just doing the extra work. When she arrived at his door, he gave her another $10 and he said, thank you for the service you're providing. And the lady told him, you know, it's funny, I just live down the street. So this is his neighbor that got laid off. I'm sorry. His neighbor got laid off, and she started doing Instacart, and it's taking care of her family. And a wonderful guy like Brian Kelly is out there making sure that she's feeling really, really appreciated. And I'll tell you what, every single day that I'm doing the shopping locally, people tell me all the time, I appreciate you doing this. I am so grateful that you're able to do this, because so many cannot. So if you have the power to do good in the world, and make a little extra money in the meantime, go get it. Your average is about $20 an hour. And I'm going to prove that to you next week on Tuesday, 2 o'clock. I hope you join me right here, right wherever you're watching this, because you are a big insider and you can do so much good with the knowledge you now have. I'll look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Have a beautiful and blessed week.